Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Monday, which means it is time for another Nozz Watches a Thing. And the thing we're watching this time, as per the poll, which was actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. This actually won out by literally 2%. So I will be doing Cells at Work Season 2. I will get to that. Once another thing ends, which shouldn't be too long now, we will be going right back into that. But for now, we are in here with Log Horizon Season 3, which I know a lot of people were very excited for, and I was excited for it when it was, basically I had it all planned out, so when I finished Season 2, Season 3 would be, right there. But dang, 2020 happened, so yay. Back in Season 2, we ended off with them defeating the big moon people that were putting everyone to sleep, so that was real fun. And I believe it ended with Shiro finally making contact with his old guildmaster and her friends from America. And I don't remember a ton beyond that, so yeah. Here's hoping there's a little itty bitty bit of a recap, because hasn't it been like 5 or so goddamn years for you people? Like the ones that people were watching in Season 2 when it was airing? But let's get in here and let's see what is going on, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Hi, Funimation. How are you? You make any more bad decisions lately? What the We already have a succession crisis going on? Holy shit. Or secession count? Damn, Shiro, it's almost as if setting up a libertarian government requires a strong a strong lookout for the prevention of this. Oh, thank God it's not database. Holy shit. Okay, but yeah, so I was actually wondering if this would happen. So the thing with a libertarian government is a proper libertarian government is that everybody is part of it by choice, right? So the social contract is if you don't like what's going on, you can leave at any point, which means you need to do everything you can to keep the people that are signed in happy and willing to stick it, because if things get so bad, the people that are seeing more negatives than positives will fall apart. But also, you can run into people who are going to want a much stronger central government with them at the head, which I think is what's happened. So that's a fun thing. That's a fun thing that happens sometimes. And Shiro hasn't exactly been doing a good job, because it was his idea, but he's not exactly a very charismatic leader in the first place. And part of keeping people happy is charisma. You gotta, because when things go wrong, you need to have the force of personality to be like, hey, yo, everything's gonna be fine, this is a minor bump. But then you also need the ability to actually make sure it's only a minor bump. Otherwise, people are gonna drop apart, you know? Oh boy. A marriage episode. Alright, we're just leading this one off. Alright. I mean, also time dilation. Oh yeah, I forgot about Krusty, yeah. Forgot about him there for a minute. So I do wonder what eventually pushes them over the edge and causes the collapse of the government. Because, like I said, it's entirely through consent of the governed. I don't like Fat Furry. I don't like him. I don't like that man. It's entirely by consent of the governed. So if you can't maintain that consent, so holy shit, that's awful. That, not even, 2004 World of Warcraft was that obtuse. And that was pretty obtuse back in the day. Holy shit. I mean, not EverQuest obtuse, but still pretty obtuse. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess, that's another problem that Ain's. God, why did. I want more Overlord, damn it. Yeah! Tetra! Shit, where was I saying? Fuck. Shit, my brain. My brain just immediately cut out when I saw Tetra, damn. So yeah, Shiro didn't solve the general antipathy that everyone's got. And here you are, working as a waitress, princess. Yes, and now it is time for the princess to throw away all of her independence and become some fucking noble's arm candy, huh? Alright then. Isn't that not a good thing? Woodstock of Glendale! Holy shit, that's the name! God, my girl needs a poker face. Holy shit. Welcome back to the world of royalty. It's time. It's time for arranged marriages for the benefit of the land and the misery of you. Hi, Alicia Des. Nah, she makes herself ugly enough, they'll call off the wedding. Can't believe she stole Akatsuki's weird fluff thing. Can't believe it. And all of them, I was gonna say all of them are thirsty, but no, that might not be it. They just... You can't just bug the princess. You can't just bug the princess to just give you things. God damn, that's not how that works. You're supposed to give the royalty things. That's how monarchy works. That's how, yeah, that's how passion works, Alicia. Come on now. Especially since you no longer live in a monarchistic state. Technically, you're living in a libertarian state for at least another 2 weeks. God, I've used the Malifor version of that so much that every time I see we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, my brain is just like, wait, that's not how it goes. And I'm like, and I have to immediately be like, oh wait, no, I use the Malifor because I'm an idiot. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Get out of here, Minori. Go to jail. Go to reverse jail. God damn it. Log leap. And it's been a full ass year and nobody has... They waited until 36 people just up and vanished. Damn, my man's actually managed to log out. Damn, he can't believe it. He actually managed to leave. That seemed very butchered to me. I don't know about that one. You gotta go back to Earth and come back. It'd be funny if they just logged back on and they could just use the old interface, just the old MMO style interface. They're just moving around like remote controlled robots. And they control it via violence. It's not really a risk. It's more of a promise at that point, dude. If you drink the chocolate latte, it'll give you a buff that'll make your cup size 2 sizes bigger for 24 hours. And she's kind of a bitch. I mean, you super can. Yeah, we call that child abuse in the business. Ah, lesbian rabbit girls. Yay! Identical lesbian rabbit girls. I mean, you know why they call him Krusty, right? Hey, some girls are into that. Come on now. Damn, Akatsuki, you're very much concerned about that, huh? And he gives head pats, so, that's a guaranteed. Not yet, you're not. Smash cut to Krusty crying his goddamn eyes out. Come on, smash cut to Krusty. I want to see him sneeze. Damn, I can't believe... My mans. It's a shell company! Yay! So no wonder Ainz is going to become a problem. He's trying to wring money out of independent merchants. Sounds like communism to me. That man's is a true capitalist. Brings a tear to the eye, man. Shit. But we can't turn to communism every time something goes wrong. Stop saying it. Ein's put down that hammer. There better not be a sickle in your other hand. I swear to God. You best put down that mustache there, Eins. My man's literally about to run the October Revolution, goddamn. Libertarian paradise. God damn it, Nyanta. I hate his cat puns so much. He's getting worse. Damn, it's almost as if consent of the governed is very important. That you can't just redistribute all the wealth. A fluke? A duke, okay. Alright. Okay, I was very confused there for a moment. My man really woke up and chose totalitarianism. Calm down there, Hobbes. So, you know, he decided against communism and instead just went, you know what, fuck it. Actually, no, he still might choose communism because he might just be using the dukedom as whatchamacallit, as a tool. Ow. At least the ending and opening music is a lot better now. Doesn't make me want to put a gun in my mouth. Kiss the lolly, you fool! Yeah. I just zoned out there just enjoying the... Oh, it's this Michael Jackson looking son of a bitch! How can he become the Duke of Akihabara when... Didn't they already... Okay, maybe I'm misremembering, because it's been like half a year. But didn't the king agree that Akihabara was an independent city-state? How can you declare someone the duke of an area you don't control? I mean, you could do it. Doesn't mean it's legitimate. It's been done in the past. Like, be like, oh yeah, no, you're the duke of this area. But that's usually because, they plan on conquering it. So unless honesty is planning on rolling up and just lighting up sons of bitches, that declares an intention. Oh boy. Okay, so God, it's been so long since I got to actually talk about political theory, but in a good way, because I don't like getting political about real world politics, but I like talking about historical politics, because it's instead of in the modern day where politics makes you sad, if you talk about historical politics, you'd be like, hey, look at these dumbasses, they can't even read. But I guess before we get into that, I guess we should start with the stuff that the episode stuff. So the round table collapsing, I'll get into that in a moment, but I completely forgot about the teleport circles. I completely forgot about those because they've really been irrelevant for most of the show. I feel like them talking about it here means that they're probably going to become somewhat relevant soon. So that's neat. But I guess I can't really talk about that until we actually see something about it, so I'm going to shut up about that, because I'll probably say something wrong. God, it's so just obtuse, though. Oh yeah, no, the teleport circles only work at certain timetables, like a bus schedule. What the fuck on that one? That's really obtuse. So Lanessia getting a no, that's more historical politics. Hang on. Is there anything here that isn't historical politics? I mean, I guess the people that went missing. That is really neat. I do like Shiro's theory that maybe they went back to Earth, they made a deal with the moon people to go back to Earth. That's a pretty neat theory. It's probably going to turn out to be something extremely fuckety, so I'm honestly curious as to what's gonna go on there. Hello, little paper cat. Hello, Tetramomo. How are you? Yes? Are you confused because I kept saying your name earlier? Yeah? Where are you going? Oh, she's just getting comfy. Yeah, so I mean, hey, that'd be interesting, or maybe they're on the moon. Who knows what's going on there? And Krusty's okay. We're still doing on that, but most of this is honestly just the yes, hello? Oh, okay. Most of this is honestly just the political drama, and I'm here for it. I am super here for it. So, I guess I'll start with the monarchistic stuff because that's the simplest, because monarchy is really simple, really basic as a governmental system. So all the letters coming in petitioning Lanessia for stuff, I made the joke you can't just ask the princess for that. She's supposed to be taking stuff from you, not giving stuff to you. back in the day of monarchies and stuff, like there was like a idea that like higher ranking nobles and merchants and stuff could petition the royals for things. Um, but I wouldn't have thought that it would be that common because it's something that you don't ask for lightly because you're literally asking the person that owns the land you're on, and depending on the type of monarchy in place, probably owns you as well, for a favor. And those kinds of favors are never cheap. It's damn near the closest you can get to making a deal with the devil in real life. So that's just a big right there. So that's fun. And also like the arranged marriage thing, that that makes a lot of sense. It's probably something that Westland wants something from that family, so they're doing that arranged marriage using Lanesia basically as payment, which is extremely fucked up, but very very common in marriages. Actually, it's why a lot of royal bloodlines very much stick to the same sorts of families because the same families hold the power for a long time. They marry into each other, they gain more power together, they drift apart, maintain that power, and then a few generations later, they're like, hey, I want some more power. Hey, let's do that again. It's a very, very common thing with monarchies. Hello, yes. Hello, yes. So that's neat. So the thing that's happening to the round table, it's something that I thought was likely going to happen if Shiro didn't fix shit. And yeah, like him just kind of leaving the general feeling of malaise that the people have just to fester was probably a really dumb idea. Because you'd think if Shiro was so smart, he'd know what the failure of libertarian societies are. And so the issue with libertarian societies is that we haven't really done one in human society, like on a large scale. On like the scale that Akihabara is turning into. Like we've done them on small scales before, but it's almost usually like, like small groups of tribes, or maybe like a couple of villages or something. It's very, very rarely reached the point where it could be a real power. So we don't know how it works on that scale, but generally for a government where the membership of the government is literally determined by the people in the government instead of the people running the government, you need to keep them happy. You need to, because the whole point of it is consent of the governed. They consent to be governed and give up a few freedoms in exchange for other conveniences. But if those conveniences ever outweigh the cost, in this case being the malaise that is not being dealt with, and then they're gonna leave. And while the adventurers themselves did not leave, Ayn saw the malaise and was like, I want to fix it. Hey, let's fix it. And Shiro went, no, I don't want to, or no, I've got other shit to do. And he went back and was like, fine, I'll do it myself. Soviet anthem begins to play in the background. So yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised that Shiro didn't do anything to solve that, even in the background. Like, because running a society is not super interesting on a micro level. So I would have thought like Shiro would at least have something running like in the background to just kind of fix that, but I guess not. But yeah, it's just a very interesting just kind of idea. Just the idea that the government has to be dedicated to keeping the people content and satisfied with the government that they have signed into, because otherwise they're going to leave. But I also find it fairly interesting that Ainz immediately went to redistributing wealth. And I find that kind of funny. The moment libertarianism didn't quite work out the way he wanted, my man's turned to communism. My man's turned to seizing the means of production. And just taking money away from, like, the merchant guilds and just everyone that earned their money. Like, my man using franchising tactics, like, the merchant guild using franchising tactics in other cities. I mean, yeah, that's kind of scummy, getting around regulation by making a merger but not merger with a smaller guild. Okay, yeah, but that's also kind of genius, because he's also not making any money from it. Or, like, he's not making that much money from it. He is making very little compared to what he'd get if he had just done it himself. So, I don't know, that's pretty cool. I thought that was fun. But it's not bad to do that. Like, he's making money, the guy on the other end is making money. It's a franchise, it's whatever, right? I see an issue with that. So, but yeah, so it's just, I don't know, I just thought that was neat. And just, things are gonna heat up, I think, because he's going very Hobbesian. And totalitarian, okay, so this is going to sound, this is going to sound contradictory, but it's not. Totalitarian communism is not that big of a stretch for him to become a duke, because the main thing that allows communism to take root is subversion. And I don't mean that in a bad way. For any of you for any commies in the audience, don't worry, I'm not talking mess, because while I dislike the ideology, I respect the hustle. Because, like, if you think about it, every single communist overthrow of a nation has happened through some sort of subterfuge and just bullshittery to make everything kind of work out, right? Like the best one I can think of right now is the OG, the Soviets, where what do? The Tsar is a problem, so Lenin gets a bunch of people together. He gets a bunch of like-minded people together, and he's like, "Hey guys, I got this idea. It's called socialism. It's really cool. Hey, we got Bolsheviks, we got Mensheviks. Let's get in here. Let's overthrow. Let's start ourselves a nice democratic government. We'll call it the Duma, which is short for dumbass. Because guess what, dumbasses? Get out!" He tricked the other less extreme people, the people that actually believed in what socialism is supposed to be about, into overthrowing the Tsar. And then the moment he had that foot in the door, he lit them up and was like, yeah, so that democracy thing, nah. It's a subversion. It is subterfuge, and it worked for him. So well done, Lenin. You done did it. And I imagine that if Ainz wants to do that, he could very well do that here with the dukedom, Like, my mans wants to take over Akihabara. He wants to start redistributing wealth and making people happy, which, is not an inherently bad goal, but, methodology is kind of bad. And as a result, so he's taking this dukedom. He's going to take over the city, probably through force. Because, technically they're an independent city-state, so the dukedom has no authority. So, there has to be an overthrow there. Unless, of course, they're going to skip that, but I hope they don't, because that's a really interesting idea. And then I feel at the end, he's going to be like, "Hey, guess what, dumbasses? Get out." So that, that's fun. That's fun. I don't know, I'm enjoying it. I miss Log Horizon's politicking, because it's really fun. So, well done, tax evasion man. Welcome back. Hope jail was fun. Please don't go back, because there's not enough shows that are smart for smart about this kind of stuff. But there we go. So, that's all I have to say. Let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments. Whether you liked it, you disliked it, if there was something that you agree with me on, you disagree with me on, or, I don't know, maybe you have a different reading of it, and you're like, "Hang on, Nozz, you might be a bit stupid there, because it's actually this." Who knows? Because I'm always going to be in the comments, and I'm going to respond to any comment I see, so hey, let me know down there. And as always, everybody, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share, social media, tell your friends, hit the share button down below. And if you want, you could always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description and on the end card. Long as people keep show up and running. Thank you guys a whole bunch. You guys are the absolute best. You are treasures, and I love you. And if you want more content from me, I post anime every day, usually between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, daylight savings happens, so if you're in Europe, we're an hour forward of where we usually are, so keep an eye on that. And if you and also I try and do streams every day but Friday. So it's like, if sometimes I can't do it because of health problems, because I am not very well. There's a lot of pills in there. It's chronic pain. It's chronic pain. I don't have cancer or anything. But yeah, so I should be streaming the day this goes up. I believe I'm going to be doing Cyberpunk 2077. That's going to be happening at 5 p.m. Eastern, and that's going to be a lot of fun. We finally get back into that. And yeah, as always, everybody, I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I'll see you a real